Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Terrence Nixon with Change Now, Profit Big. And, there's some times that I just kind of sit back and I just think to myself, just different aspects of life. Though I know how to make money on the internet, there's still the reality of life. There's still the reality of life that's still a multitude of you or just a whole group of you still living. Um, there has to be a whole lot more about life that I know that you want because I like to think that if you're a dreamer, that if you're given the capability to dream, then that means, that God or a source, if you will, is giving you just an image of what you can have. There's a lot of people that's out here all the time that's can't this, can't that. I can't get that promotion or I can't, build this business or I can't put this together. There's a whole lot of can'ts in this world. But the truth is that the reason why that there's such a small percentage of people that, obviously can do something is because a small amount of people realize that we are all the same, but if we've all just think differently, if we all had the same mindset as one another, then everybody can make it. But see, because of just the inevitable of life and how there will be, haters and how there will be, people who won't hate and that's just supporters, there's nothing that you could do about that. Only thing that you could do is just grasp on to the idea that there is a better way. All of you move in this insanity reel. It's just like how I would always move in that insanity reel. From getting paid, paying the bills, and then just working and then doing the same thing just over and over and over again. Life has way more. Life has way more to it. There's nothing wrong with making a quick dollar. Just like how there's nothing wrong with going out to put on a suit and put on a suit and a tie and get a job. Anybody could do that. Just like how anybody could really do what we're doing, but it just takes that mindset. So you're a person that's just like me that was just sitting on Facebook one day. You ended up looking at a post and then you became curious because you saw something that you thought, what if, right? But this what if factor of what you're looking at, even me, even, this just where I'm at, it's not a what if. What you see is an actual reality. You're seeing a person that's working from home that just took a simple strategy, let's say, that just made it work. And now, at first, I was making extra money. Now, this is the only money that I'm making. See, I think what a lot of you think is just, that it's impossible for this, to be possible. Like it's impossible for this to be possible. Well, I would like to kind of just show you how it is possible because look, Facebook is a social networking site, right? It's a place that whether if you're not talking about making money, you're talking about something, right? You're talking about that movie you just went to go see. You're talking about that phone you just bought. You're talking about something. And when people like it, when people share it and everything, it's being shared with all your friends, basically with what you're talking about. So in the same sense, physically, let's say if I, for instance, were to just knock on your door, and if I were to be talking to you about all these opportunities that you've only been seeing me post and share about on Facebook. Now, seeing a face or seeing me there would probably be even more believable. But the same way that I will be sharing it with you socially, face to face, you know what I mean? It's the same thing that we're doing on the internet. But you just don't see it because only thing that you're seeing yourself doing is just posting, sharing, commenting, just like what you were always known Facebook of just being. See, there's a massive amount of people that is on Facebook. Hell, whether they're playing Candy Crush or whether they're really looking or whether they're really looking to open up a home-based business. Excuse me. There's a lot of different people around the world. So when I got started, like I said, I was just like you. At first, I was kind of on the stakes, like, how can this be possible? But, then that just that little thought just clicked. I'm like, well, if we're already making money physically by talking face to face with these people who are either buying from us and we're the cashiers, or they're asking for info for what we're trying to sell as a commission, like T-Mobile, like what I used to do, or if any of you work a commission job, right? I figured if that's what we're doing physically face to face, then this is basically the same thing. It just clicked. It's like Facebook. It's a social networking site. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think that they can do it. I kind of look at it like it's impossible, because if you know how to post on Facebook, if you know how to share things, if you're sharing your life already about how much you need more money, how much it sucks, or whatever it may be, if you're sharing your life already, it's the same ordeal, but you're just sharing that you're actually making, that you're actually making money now, a part of your life, right? Because you can go on forever, day in, day out, doing the same rotation, completely ignoring this video right now, and then you're just going to go on and just say, you know what, I know I could work harder at my job and get paid more, right? But I want to ask you one serious question. How many times have you already done that? How many times, either not out loud, but in your mind, that you thought, I'm just going to mentally put myself there. I'm going to mentally make a change to where something has got to happen at this 9 to 5. Or something has got to magically happen where I make it. You got to be honest with yourself and just say, yes, I have had that thought. Why? Because I've had that thought. I've had that thought that I've seen many opportunities come my way, and I've said no, or blew them by, because I've thought that at the job that I was at, that I can actually work harder and get more money for it, to then be at that point more comfortable. Because see, there's no such thing as really being, let's say, super successful with a 9 to 5, unless if you're, let's say, born within a fortune. Like born within a company that's already there, and you just kind of take over. I mean, that's just kind of the luck of, that's literally almost like the luck of the new breeds of the rich, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to, you know, doing a business like this, a lot of you go to work and that's just your only income. You either go on Craigslist, or you constantly just look on different kind of ads just to find another way of income. Some of you are really just down in the dumps, to where you actually have to really just dig down really deep, to the point it's almost illegal. But see, life is not about life shouldn't be that hard. Life shouldn't be, that worth going down that road. Because honestly, it's like, if you're going to see yourself going down that road now, then why even want to be successful? Because you should always be looking forward. Doing things like that will take care of the situation temporarily. Kind of like how going out and trying to find a fast way to pay off that bill, whether it be a quick loan, payday loan, something like that, is only going to be temporarily, because though it's taking care of the situation, now you got another debt to pay. Being rich and making money, or just being successful with knowing how to manage money, is really the importance of how you're really going to get anywhere of being successful. You actually have to take upon an opportunity or a business of your own, if you really want to live that leveraged life, where you can do what you want to do, and then maybe still do what you really don't want to do, but then have a growth, like a garden behind you, that's gonna only grow, that's only gonna add money more into what's called, to your asset column. All that this really is on the internet, or all that what my team is doing, is just, we're investing into different assets to only help people who have liabilities, meaning like a 9 to 5. You work a 9 to 5 now to really take care of your liabilities, but there's assets and then there's liabilities. Assets are things like MCA, Wake Up Now, Empower Network, Quanta, and so on and so forth. That's what assets are. You invest in those because those are going to income, those are going to, in time, depending on how many you're investing in, or over time, they're going to grow to where you're working right now is not going to matter. Because, yeah, you're making money here, and for now, they're taking care of the bills. Yeah, you're struggling. But as you're doing that, you have all these assets, if not MCA just being your only one, if not Wake Up Now or all the other ones, you have all these assets that are growing for you, that are going to eventually take care of those bills that your 9 to 5 is taking care of. To the point where, for one, you don't have to struggle no more. And for two, you can actually rely on just you yourself independently to be just a business owner. There's levels, okay? There's no such thing as just pressing the mouse button and then all of a sudden you just become a thousandaire or a millionaire or, a trillionaire at that matter. Everything is a growth. Just like life, you became a baby. You just didn't come right into this world and you just started knowing how to drive a car. You had to live life and see other people do it to end up knowing, hey, I want to drive a car. So that's where curiosity came, and then you asked at a point in your life, hey, I want to know how to drive a car. Guys, it's common sense. But I do understand that in life, common sense isn't too common. But I do really believe that if you just take time to just evaluate everything, evaluate what you really want in life, evaluate just the common sense of what you have to do to get to get to that, place that you want to go. That you just know that you got to do something different. Point blank, period. I mean, all these things that I gained from, the income that I've grown, from the income that I've gained on the internet. I mean, you think I just pressed a button and got all that? No. It was, it took levels. I was constantly building my mind with positive knowledge, positive things to learn every single day to keep me going by. They always say that schools tell you to, get a good education, get a good job, and with a college education and all that, that'll qualify you for the highest paid jobs. That with those high paid jobs, like being a doctor and stuff like that, that you'll be financially taken care of. See, I could tell you from one point, I wasn't in a position to where I was, let's say, financially taken care of, but I was within a career that if I were only to do it more, then I will probably be at a position with T-Mobile now to where I'll be in a higher position. But here's the thing though. It's like, even though you can make more money being at the company that you're at, it's really asking yourself, do you really see the rest of your life doing doing what you are doing? If you see the rest of your life doing what you are doing, then maybe opportunity is just not for you. But like I said, if you are a dreamer, if you do have them visions of being at a better place or being on a yacht, being on an island, and you have that inner ability to do it, but you just may need, let's say, somebody who's going to be doing it with you, support that's going to be doing it with you, or you need to know that there's somebody who's out there that's that's on the same level as you. Everybody on my team is on the same level. I'm on the same level. Like I said, there's a reason why you added me. There's a reason why that you're even able to watch this video. Hell, there's even people that I've known even throughout the whole entire schooling part of my life that's even on my Facebook account that's probably watching this video right now. And what's beautiful about this thing is that if you've actually went this far on this video, then I must say, honestly, I thank you. I thank you because there's a whole lot of people out here, that really don't want a whole lot in life. And by now they would have already been gone. But see, you've only stuck around because you obviously, like I said, you obviously have a vibe. I'm feeling a vibe all around me right now to where, it's surreal. It's surreal because if you only truly just let go, believe in yourself, believe in God, just have faith. Just have faith in your dreams of what you really want and just let the universe do the rest of the work. Then you can have that success. You can have that, have that big thing that you've ever wanted if you only just apply it. Plants don't grow overnight. Neither do you get rich overnight. So why try to battle with that inevitable? Same thing with life. Dang well, even if you wanted to try to take yourself out, if you try to drown yourself physically, the body can't do it unless if you're forced. So same thing when it comes down to just being successful. If you want to be successful that bad, if you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Because I mean, living life is just living life alone is is just about fighting. It's always about fighting. But you know what the difference between me and you is that you're still fighting the same fight that the other person will always win. Because as long as you have one person dictating your money and not yourself, they will always win. No matter the argument, no matter how long you've been there, no matter the situation. Look, there's people losing jobs all the time. There's people that's constantly losing jobs left and right, and they've been there for years, and they've had high ranks on the board, and then they just cut dry because that person allowed that boss, that CEO or whatever, to have his hand in his pocket the whole entire time. That one company. Guys, it's simple. It's a new generation. Struggle is not going to go away. It's only just going to increase. It's only just going to increase uh, for the rest of the days. People are going high almighty for minimum wage and all that, but expenses is only just going to get high. So come on now, like I said, common sense, think big. Is that only just going to make you go out and get a job now because you're only going to get paid over $10 or $11 something an hour? I don't know. But dig. You can go on tomorrow, you could go on the next second, you could go on the next minute and completely repeat the same thing over and over again, like I've already said. But at this point, in life, honestly, you just gotta let go. You gotta let go whatever you're trying to battle at your 9 to 5, whatever you're trying to, do better to, do something easier, because life is only gonna get easier when you decide to live it and face it. Because you may think that living a 9 to 5 life, living a 9 to 5 lifestyle forever, or let's say just trying to get, or let's say just trying to find a quicker way to get, let's say, cash flow faster forever. It's just not gonna work the way that you and I at a certain point that I was with you is gonna happen. It's just not. It's just not. It's kind of like, if you see, if you see like your other idols or other people that you already follow in life, in a certain position of where they at. I mean, they didn't get there for free. And I'm talking about legitimate people. I'm not just talking about somebody that you just met right next door or next couple of blocks down, and next, they're just like, balling it up because they're just doing whatever. I'm talking about people people who've developed products, people who've, built organizations, businesses, empires that, you may follow or admire, like, Donald Trump, Jay-Z, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, people of those criteria. Those people are real entrepreneurs, and that's literally the avenue of where I decided to go 8 months ago. Now, the decision is really all up to you, but just know that life ain't over yet. If you wake up tomorrow, that means you do have another chance to live your dream. So grasp onto that quick, grasp onto that as soon as possible, because yeah, dreams are given to you, but life can be taken from you. Dreams are given. You're living now, so life has already been given. Okay, now the only thing that can actually be given to you now is only just your dream. But it's gonna be all up to you if you want to go get that. It's gonna be all up to you. So I appreciate all of you actually watching this video. It's actually one of my first that I've done that's almost plus 20 minutes, but I appreciate all of you. Hopefully you got something from that. Definitely get in contact with me if you're looking forward to starting with any opportunity. And if you've made it this far, then here you go. Contact information to get a hold of me. Please text me at 720-378-8390. If you can't get a hold of me via phone or via text, just go ahead and just hit me up on Facebook. Add me and message me for all my opportunities. I'll send them all to you so then you can have a choice. Hey, you got to start from somewhere, guys. Sayonara, God bless, and have a good one.